Hello, today I'm going to be teaching you how to use modules. Now, if you don't know what modules are, well, it's like a way you can use a script and you can call it. It's like a way to use two scripts or make your coding more advanced. It's hard to explain, but most advanced games use module scripts, like Defaultio. So Lumber Tycoon 2 or Miners Heaven, stuff like that. So you can use a module globally or locally. So if you want to do it globally, I'd say we put it in server storage or server script service. But if you want to use it locally, don't use those two because those are only for the server, and you can't use them locally. So let's use replicated storage. So you right click, insert object, and then ModuleScript. You can't see what I'm doing because of my recording software. So when you open up your ModuleScript, the default will look like this. So this module, I'd say don't even think about deleting these, just keep them. And you gotta put the return module at the very end of the line. Since when you use return, you can't, you can't do that or something like that, because it's hard to explain, but okay. So we're just gonna give you the basics of modules. So we can do stuff like, let's say we do function. Actually, let's do how about we do function, function module, and then colon, and then let's say get player. So this looks pretty advanced, but when we call the module, it will be easier to explain. It's like a function, or you can make your own function. So we can do return. We can do print game dot players dot local player. Now, if you don't know, game dot players dot local player, is your client. And you can only do this on local scripts, and because we're using this module script for a local script, then we can use it locally. So let's go to somewhere like so when you place a local script, it needs to be somewhere that you can actually get it or something. Usually the best places is to do starter UI, or starter player scripts, or anywhere in starter player. I like to do in starter player scripts, so let's do that. So getting the so first we gotta get the module. So let's do local module equals. And now this is gonna look weird, but this is how you get a module. Require, and inside here you go to game.replicatedStorage.ModuleScript. So we go to replicated storage, and we get our module script. Now if you don't use a require function, then it's not really gonna work. It won't work. So the reason, like it said, we have a function here, so we can do module, and then it will give our function because we built a function here. Get player. So, and we don't have any arguments inside this, so we don't need to put anything. So, let's see what happens. And as you can see in my output, it says my player name. And that's what's cool about modules. Okay, so let's so I think you can do module.getPlayer. I think that also works. Module.getPlayer. Yeah, that works also. That's because, it's really cool. I think that's the only way you can do that or something. Yeah, Yeah, that's the. I think you can only do dots and colons with that, or if you don't want to, you can just do module get player. You can just do module get. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'd recommend using this as a function. So module get player. So what's cool about this is it doesn't have to be called module get player. I mean, this function does, but if we do something else like script, actually let's do script like that. That way it doesn't get mixed up with the function, and it will let us do script get player. It'll still do that because that's our module. This is what we called our module. So let's get into the next one. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna get onto is properties. Yes, you can add. Functions are not the only thing you can do in modules. You can do other things like in here, inside these curly brackets, you can add properties. So you can't add local in them because this is a table with our properties. So we can do. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a real property. We can do enabled equals true, and when you add another property, you have to add a comma, or you could add a semicolon. I'd stick with comma. You can do size equals vector3.new, and what vector3 is, it's like position or like size. For this, we're going to use size. It's in a property. It's a type of property that you can use. It's like three values or something, and it will determine. We'll just do 3 through 3. So what that would do is, if we use that, it'll make this part the size. There's 3 properties: the x, the y, and the z. That's their size. Yeah, that's what vector3 would do. We can do position equals vector3.new, because you can also use, because the position property can also uses vector3.new, and you can also use C-frame, but I don't want to get into C-frame right now. So we can do 0, 10, 0 maybe. So yeah. Okay, so now we have 3 properties. We can also do, instead of module get player, let's do module create block, and instead we can add arguments. So let's do type. Actually, no, I don't want to get it. If this happens, I'd say you change that way it doesn't get mixed. The scripting doesn't get mixed up with functions. Let's do object. Like what type of object it is. We can do size, and then we can do position, and yeah. So local part equals instance.new, and if you don't know what instance.new is, it creates a new object. So there's 2 arguments in instance.new. You're allowed to do 1, but I'd say you use 2 of them. That way you save lines of code. So let's make it a part. As you can see, part has to be in parentheses or quotation marks. Wait, yeah, I'm not. Okay, so, and then the second property is where it's going to go. So we should game.workspace. Actually, let's add another argument, parent. So we can do parent. Now, if you like, you can do part.parent equals parent. You can do that, but I just like to put it here just to save lines of code. So part dot, let's see, what should we do? Now I'm trying to find it. You can't really see what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to find a property. Oh yeah, shape. Let's change this to shape. I found the part dot shape equals shape. Part dot size equals size. Part dot position equals position. Yeah, so now we used all of the arguments for this. Let's test it out. Okay, so now I want to change this back to module. So, okay, so as you can see, we have module, and it has the function create block. We have our enabled property. Yeah, it has our properties in it. You can't see what I'm doing again because of my recording software. Let's see. Okay, so module create block. Let's do. So let's see our arguments again. Our shape. Let's just do it a block because that's a shape for the default part. On the size, we can do module dot size. The position, module dot position, and parent, and we can just do game.workspace, which is pretty much this over here. So if we test that out, update. Okay, let's see what happens. And as you can see, it created a block with all our properties. So we can also do anchored equals true, meaning like if it will float and not move anywhere. So let's do is anchored. So let's do part dot anchored equals is anchored. Okay, so let's do that. Module dot anchored. Okay. And as you can see, it's anchored. Now that isn't that cool of how ModuleScript works? And the cool thing is, because we don't have anything like game.put as a local player, we can actually use this on a server. So if we just copy that and delete this, we can actually move this to ServerScript service. We can add a script and then we can just paste that, and the same thing will happen. So if we only did to, why is that? Oh, okay, sorry, I forgot to, I moved this to ServerScript service. Sorry, my bad, okay. Or you can just do script.parent, because the script is in the ServerScript service. So, let's see. And as you can see, the block has appeared. Isn't that cool? So that's all I'm gonna teach you for ModuleScripts today. And see you in the next one. Bye.